when it comes to the war that wages on in Ukraine for now over 6 months with the Russian invasion that started in Ukraine on February 24th of this year, well, there's been a lot of sanctions that have been placed against Russia, and some speculate that Russia is using energy as a way to fight back against the sanctions. Now, Russia has shut down the major gas pipeline Nord Stream 1 to Europe, and they're saying that it's due to repairs that are needed. The Russian state-owned energy giant Gazprom said that the restrictions on Nord Stream 1 pipeline would last for the next 3 days. Now, that's undetermined if they will continue in 3 days from now, but Russia has already significantly reduced the gas exports via their pipeline. It has denied the accusations that have been mounted on the fact that they might be using this as an energy warfare to be able to fight back against the Western countries' sanctions that have been placed on Russia since the invasion and the war that continues in Ukraine. This is what President Zelensky is saying of Ukraine, that this is a way that Russia is fighting back. Now, the Nord Stream 1 pipeline stretches 1,200 kilometers. That is 745 miles under the Baltic Sea. You can see that there. And that's from the Russian coast near St. Petersburg from north to northeastern Germany. And that is the blue line there to show you what Nord Stream is in terms of the access route in the Baltic Sea. Now, what you see there in the image with the red dots next to it, that was supposed to be the Nord Stream 2 that did not start because of the war that's been waged on. That's actually a $10 billion route right there, pipeline that hasn't been switched on. Now, the Nord Stream 1 opened in 2011, and it can send a maximum of 170 million cubic meters of gas per day from Russia to Germany. The pipeline was shut down for 10 days in July. Again, Russia said it was due to repairs, and this is what they've said. Now they've reduced the capacity down to 20% because Russia is describing it as a faulty equipment. That is the reason why it's been decreased to about 20%. When it comes to Germany, well, they've been eager to be able to replace their energy supply because the winter months are coming up. And if Russia decides to shut it off, then it could mean a devastating situation for for Germany and other countries who rely on Russian energy. So it is, as some people are expecting, that this might resume back in about 3 days, maybe go up to 20%. European leaders are also fearing that Russia could extend the outage in an attempt to drive up gas prices that have already been so high this past year. As if you go to the gas pumps, well, you're seeing the prices are high, and some of that has to do with inflation that has gone up because of the gas prices. But this is what is speculated by European leaders. When it comes to a steep rise in gas prices, where the cost has gone through the roof with inflation that has impacted cost of living and what's been a crisis of sorts in terms of people being able to afford basic necessities for day-to-day living. But what's to come in the winter months could be devastating for some of those countries. Now, Russian President Vladimir Putin's spokesperson has rejected the accusation, and they have insisted that the Western sanctions have caused the interruptions by damaging Russia's infrastructure. It's unclear in terms of what these technological problems are that have been caused by the sanctions that have been preventing the flow of gas from Russia to Germany. They didn't go into details, but most recently, you've seen the controversy that we've been covering about what has been covered so far about the turbines that were in Montreal, Canada for repair. And the Trudeau government decided to ship it back to Germany so Germany could send it to Russia for the turbines. And this is as a part where Canada got a lot of flack, where the Ukrainian community that lives in Canada, about 1.4 million Ukrainians who live in Canada, and a lot of other opposition parties said, you know what, you've placed sanctions against Russia, and thinking that you're sending the turbines back to Russia via Germany doesn't violate the sanctions. So this is something that Prime Minister Justin Trudeau had to essentially talk about and say that, you know, this is a way that they want to make sure that there isn't a cutoff when it comes to energy supply to Germany. Now, earlier this month, EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen has promised to intervene in energy markets at a conference in Slovenia. She did say that, countries in Europe being dependent on Russian energy can no longer be the case, and that now there needs to be a new market model for electricity that, what she says, is the foundation of where it needs to bring things back to balance. Now, before the conflict, Germany had supported but had not yet certified the 10 billion euro Nord Stream 2 pipeline, which we showed you a picture of, which runs parallel to Nord Stream 1, but it was halted due to the operations that took place with the Russian forces and troops invading Ukraine. Our thoughts and prayers are with the people of Ukraine.